Are you saying we put all our money on May for MVP next season?
Drake May for MVP?
I want to talk to you, Gronk, a little bit about some tight end woes very quickly. I'm sure you saw the Ravens tight end Mark Andrews drop that ball at the end of the game against the Bills, sealing their fate for the season. When you watched that, what was going through your mind? Did you get like a gut feeling like, oh, I feel so bad, or what were you feeling?
Well, no, I felt terrible for Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is a great dude. He represents the game of football tremendously. He represents the tight end position. He's one of the best Baltimore Ravens players in the history of their organization. He holds the most touchdown receptions of all time for the Baltimore Ravens as well. I met him real quick at an appearance. Great dude, humble guy, just overall football guy as well. And my heart sunk for him. No doubt about that. And if I just have any advice, any wise words for Mark Andrews, it's just, to just tune in to yourself and, be the best version you can possibly be still from here on out. And when that opportunity comes again, you got to grasp that opportunity because it's going to come again because he's a good dude. And when that stage shines and the lights are on once again, you're going to overcome and you're going to shine and you're going to do what you need to do. So, I'm hoping for the best for him. But it definitely hurt to see that go down, especially a fellow tight end.
Right. I know you've been all over getting Josh McDaniels into the fold for the Patriots, and it looks like it's going to happen, or it's happening. So I know you think he's crucial to take Drake May to the next level. So are you saying we put all our money on May for MVP next season?
Drake May for MVP?
Yeah.
I would say it's a little bit too soon. I mean,
right.
Drake May is going to need a lot of guys around, not just Josh McDaniels. He's going to need some players around him as well. So maybe if we talk after free agency to see who they go out there and grab and at the skill position to get Drake May, to get him to that type of level, well, then we can be talking. But as of right now, that was the first step to, taking Drake May to another level is Josh McDaniels. I was with Josh McDaniels. He's a phenomenal offensive coordinator. He knows his game inside and out, the game of football. I would say he's probably one of the best in the league at it, at the offensive coordinator position. And he knows how to develop guys as well. Look what he did with Tom Brady. Yes, Tom Brady wanted to be great, and that's the case in order to get Tom Brady to develop because he wanted to develop and he wanted to be great. So that helps out as well. But Josh McDaniels is a great tool to have to get you to that next level and to help you develop. And that's what he's going to do with Drake May. He's going to develop him. He's going to put him in the best situations to succeed. He's going to call the best plays, and he's also going to put the best players around him as well to succeed. He's going to put those skill players in formations and call plays so where they have, the mismatch out in the field and Drake May just has to get them the ball at the skill position. So it's going to be fun to watch and they're only going to grow from here on out, which I'm excited to see.
Right. To be elite at two positions in the NFL is not easy to do, I can only imagine. But Travis Hunter is that rare player who's making it work on the college level. So do you think that he should be given the chance to play offense and defense in the NFL, or do you feel like he's better suited for one or the other?
I think he should definitely get a chance to at least have a package on one side of the ball. For example, if he plays defense and he's full-time as a defensive back, I think he should have a package like possibly in the red zone. I think it's going to be a little bit too hard to go both ways and play, all downs on both sides of the ball. But there's a lot of players like Julian Edelman back in the day. He played offense, he played defense, he played special teams sporadically all over the place. I mean, look at Mike Vrabel, the new head coach. He has 10 touchdown reception in his career. And he also has 10 catches in his career. He has 100% catch rate to touchdown scoring. So it just shows like you can be a guy like that where you're full-time on the defensive side of the ball, but you have packages for you on the offensive side of the ball, or vice versa. He can be, the guy, full-time on offense, and then he can go in on third down on the defense side of the ball and be the nickel and cover their best player whenever it's third and long just to shut him down. So I would say packages like that, on the opposite side of the ball that he chooses to be full-time on.
I'm glad you mentioned Mike Vrabel. I know you didn't play with him at the same time, but what are your thoughts on him having that connection with the Patriots? Do you feel like that gives him a leg up at all?
Definitely, he understands the organization. He understands what it's all about to be a Patriot. And Mike Vrabel, he's going to go in there and he's going to keep everyone accountable, from himself to his coaching staff to the players to just the whole entire organization. So he knows what it's all about. He's in the Patriots Hall of Fame when he got inducted a couple years ago, but he's going to definitely be bringing the juice, and the fan base is sure excited to have him here.
Right. Stepping back real quick and kind of looking at the head coach hiring process as a whole. So this is like a two-part question I have kind of here for you. So do you think that there was any distractions, or there may have been distractions on and off the field with Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn amidst like the head coach interview chaos? And also, do you think the NFL should implement a rule where coaches, even OCs and DCs, shouldn't be able to interview during the season? Or do you feel like that it's okay?
Yeah, I think there should be a rule that's implemented for sure, because it can be a distraction. The media can try to make it a distraction, but I've been a part of those situations before, and it depends on how they handle it. I've been a part of it here in New England, where Billy O'Brien became the head coach of the Penn State Natinian Lions while we were in the playoffs, throughout the whole playoff run. But he didn't let it be a distraction. He did it on his little time off when we had the bye week, or the day that we had off when he became the head coach. And we were all thrilled for him. But if you make it a distraction, you're talking about it and you're making comments in the media about it, then yes, it can become a distraction, but it's all about the way that you handle it, and you handle it. And I feel like all these coaches, they're professionals out there. And if they handle it the wrong way as an offensive coordinator or a defensive coordinator, well, then I don't think they're, going right to a head coach would really be the right route to go, because they couldn't even handle it while they were a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator. So it kind of should be a rule to implement it, because I feel like it's only really a distraction on the outside with the media, but inside, these guys are professionals. They know how to handle their jobs. They know how to handle their situations to where they do get a job, but they still want to win a championship and make sure that's what it's all about, in the current and in the now.
Absolutely. Last couple questions here for you. You've been busy during the playoffs covering the NFL with the Fox Sports crew. So what's it been like for you preparing for these shows? Do you ever get nervous anymore standing alongside, Strahan, Howie, and the rest of them?
Yeah, these guys are champs. The guys are legends that are next to me. These guys are Hall of Famers, not just on the football field, but also in the broadcasting world. So I get nervous every single time I step up, in the Fox studio, and right before we get on air. It's just like a football game. I got nervous every single game, no matter how many games I played. And then after the first couple plays, I get punched in the face a little bit, and then boom, I'm ready to go, and the nerves settle, just like being in the Fox studio. My heart's racing fast. I give my first take, and then boom, I settle down, and then I'm good to go. Especially with the great guys around me, supporting me as well, giving me props, when necessary. So it's just so great to be with them, and just to be learning from them as well, because they literally are the best in the game. They're so
Right.
they're so nitty. No, they're so witty with. That's what I'm going for. They're not with nitty. They're so witty. Just right on the spot. They're so quick with their answers, and they got so much knowledge as well.
Right. Your dear friend Tom Brady, of course, grabbed the mic. He's in the booth this year. Do you guys ever compare notes when it comes to analyzing the NFL, or do you guys ever talk about it in, a different way rather than your playing days?
I mean, we're not giving each other a call, week in and week out, but whenever we see each other and we see a situation, we definitely analyze it and put our brains together. But overall, we like to see each other, and we just like to catch up, with what's going on with each other's lives. But if there is a situation on football, we kind of always know what to do. And we're always kind of in agreement as well, because we played together for so long. And that's why we won championships together, because we were always on the same page. So that's what's cool about it, as well, as whenever we do talk football, we're kind of always on the same page, what it takes to get the job done, or what that team needs to do to get the job done.
Hey, sports fans, if you want to see more conversations with athletes and stars, check out these videos right here, and be sure to subscribe for more from USA Today Sports.